Have you ever felt watched in the woods, but that the eyes were too low to the ground, like they were looking at you from the ground up? That's what some people describe when they're talking about this legend. This is about the Pukwidgie. So it's in the forests of the Northeast and even parts of the Midwest. There's legends of people reporting encounters with a creature about 2 or 3 feet high with pale skin, huge eyes, and then it doesn't look human, of course. Um, they call it the Pukwidgie. It's a native origin, the name from the Algonquian ancient stories. So it's a sort of a humanoid trickster. So it's not a fairy, it's not a goblin, it's something more dark and dangerous, something very, very antique. Um, uh, Witnesses say that it could vanish by just blinking its eyes, just blinks its eyes and disappears. It also can copy or imitate your voice, kind of like a mockingbird, but just imagine um, replicating your voice. And they do that. They do that. They you replicate a voice of something that's familiar to you, so that it can lure you in, get you off the trail. It also um, it, the part I don't understand very well, but they kind of like look like lights, strange lights, and I kind of relate that to the um, dark fairies stories that I've talked about before, or mysteries or myths. They with the light, they're floating around, and they make you get off trail because you get entranced with that strange light. You want to follow it. Um, so they do that to get you off trail, to capture you, right? Again, like I said, they're evil. Some of them, the uh, people claim, this myth, of course, they claim that it can shapeshift. It could turn into animals, other animals, or even mist, and just like fog and kind of disappear or fly off. It's unsettling. So mainly these are attributed to the Northeast, but there's also reports of this type of creature popping up in Indiana, Ohio, and the Great Lakes region. They're usually near rivers, ravines, or in the deep woods. People describe them as, like I said, small figures watching from behind the trees, and then they're gone. There's no sounds, no footprints. Just you're not alone. So with these creatures, of course, if you're hiking, or if you hear your name whisper in the trees, don't follow it, right? Of course, it's one of these, could be one of these creatures. But I found it interesting, and there's similarities with other creatures. This one shapeshifts, the size of it, the way it's I kind of find some similarities with the Nawal from Mexico, or the Tokoloshi from South Africa. So it's just interesting. All over the world, different cultures, different backgrounds, but they have similarities with these types of myths. I just find it interesting. Hope you enjoy listening to that little legend or about this creature. Thank you.